Hello developer, welcome back to our channel. I hope you find the last video about React's custom hook was helpful. Today we will move on to another topic with React, which is React routers that will allowing you to navigate to different pages in the applications. If you want to know more about React, please check out other videos in the YouTube channel. Let's go.
Okay guys, so what is React router, right? What is React router? It's a really powerful routing library for building an applications. React router is providing for us a way to handle navigations and routings within React applications. Okay, so let's go into the coding part. In order to handling with the routings, we need React router DOM, which is a library. So first step, I need to install the package first. So right now I opened the first one is for running the projects, and the second one is to install the package. So I using yarn, so using yarn add and the name of the package. So React router DOM, and then click enter. It's going to take some time for us to install the package, but you can check in the package.json file. Right now, I can see the package named React Router DOM has been installed. Right. So I got the package. So the first thing here is I have right now the app components. I might render another component, which is a navbar, right? So you can see on the screen right now, I have home and I have products. So the main purpose here is when I click to home, it's gonna render the home components or a single text here home page, right? And when I click to the products word here on the screen, it should show for me the product components or product page, right? So now first thing first, I need to go to index.js. So in here, the purpose of index.js is to provide the whole router for the application. And you already knew that index.js, which is the highest level, right, of the components in React, is render the app. Okay, so first thing first, I need to import the browser router from React router DOM, the package we just installed, right? Then the second part here is we are wrapping around React router. I am wrapping around app. Okay, so we done the first step, which is wrapping around the whole application. I am providing the route for the whole applications. Okay, now we done in the app, right? I need to use two. The first one is routes and the second one is route from React router DOM. Okay, so let's install it first to see how to use this. I'm gonna need to use routes and route, and it's from the package React router DOM. Okay, so right now on the screen, right, I have home and I have products. So when I click to home, it should go to the home component, and when I click to product, it should go to the product component. So it means that right now in my applications, I have two routes. The first one is home and the second one is product, right? So let's me writing the syntax route. On the route, it has to be wrapping around routes. Okay, so this is the rule from the package. Inside routes, I need to define how many routes do I have, right? Right now I have two. So I'm gonna write first routes. Okay, I have two. So just write it first, and then we need to define what kind of component, what will be the link I will use inside of that, right? So first thing first, I have two, right? Inside route, I need to have two attributes. The first one is path. I need to provide for the applications, right? Where should I go? Which page should I go, right? And the second one is which components I will render. So in terms of the code, that's going to be elements, right? And for the first part, the the path, that's going to be an empty. We will go into that later on. But for the elements, I need to render the home components. So I need to render the home components. So, okay, until now, home is not defined because I haven't imported yet, right? Home is inside page, so I need to import it. Import home. So I need to go to one level down to pages. Inside pages, I have home, right? So the first part here is what does this mean? What does this mean by path and then slash, right? So if you will notice, when you are running an applications, when you are running app, right, the default one is called localhost 3000, localhost 3000, right? So for the path, if you haven't defined anything, or in this case it's empty, it's going to be exactly the same thing the localhost you knew before, right? So let's go to the second one. Let's say I want the path that's going to be slash products, right? And at this time, I render the products components. Products components, and one more time, I need to import it, right? I need to import products from inside the page folder, and I go one more level to products, right? So on line number 14, I have one round, which is exactly the same that I have the local host. And the second one is the path is slash product, and I render products, right? So on line number 14, right, you can see right now in the app, it render navbar components. It render navbar component, which is home, and then products. The second one is the heading, which is React router, right? So where is the word homepage coming from? It's actually from the home components. It's actually from the home component, right? Okay, so let's play around a little bit. Let's say on line number 14, the default one, I don't want it to be an empty anymore. I want it to be home. Right, so you can see right away now on the screen, we only see the navbar and the heading, right? So if I want to see the home components in the path, I need to write slash and home. The moment I click enter, right? It's gonna showing for me the home page, right? The home page, which is from the home component. Right, so until this moment, you can ask me why it have the navbar and the React router in all the pages, right? I am render the home component. It doesn't have the home and the products and the React router, right? Why it's showing on the screen right now, right? So the answer here is whatever you are put outside of the routes, in this case, the navbar and the H1 React router, right? That's gonna be stay in all the pages. It doesn't matter where you will go. So for example, that's gonna be localhost, or you are going to another page, home. It's still showing for me the navbar and the heading. Okay, so take note here, whatever you are put outside of the route, that's gonna be it will stay to all your pages. Okay, so for now, let me remove the H1, the heading, only keep the navbar, right? Because we're gonna need that later on. Okay, so going back to line number 14, I have right now, let's go into products, right? And you can guess when I click enter, it's render for me the product components. And what do I have inside the product components? Only products page, only a text, right? Okay, so that is the first step. The second step here is in the navbar component. I want to click to the home and I want to click to the product word in order to navigate to different page, right? Right now, we need to write manually by ourselves into the link right now, localhost, right? So let's go to the navbar components. I had the first one, the p text with home, and the second one with products, right? first thing first, we need to import link from React router DOM. Okay, so that is the first thing, right? And when it comes to use for the link, I need to provide the path. Where do I want to go, right? By using the keyword tool. And then I need to provide where I want to go, right? So inside the app right now, I tell to the applications, right? I won't have two address, I won't have two pages. The first one is home and the second one is products, right? And on line number 7, I need to provide where I want to go, right? So to here, I want to go to home, right? And by defining the path, it had to be matched exactly the name of the path you are defined in the app, right? So when the moment the user click into the word home, it's going to the home components. Okay, so now we need to wrapping around the link components, the links components here, the links. Let me put inside here home. Okay, inside link we have so we need to put a word here to see where do I want to go. Let me write it again. Link actually, and inside link I put a name home, right? So it's going to display the word home on the screen. Okay, so now I need to define where do I want to go. I want to go to the address home, right? So let's see how it goes in the applications in the browser. Okay, so you can see right away on the screen, the word home is had the underscore, right? It means that when I click to the word home, I can go to another page. And where when I go, I will go to the link /home or localhost/home, right? And when I go to localhost/home, I will render the home component. Okay, so I click to home, it's render for me homepage, which is from the home component, right? So now similarly, we can do the same thing with products, right? So I'm gonna copy the line number 7. I am paste it here, and instead of products, instead of home, I am put products here, and I delete it. Okay, so right now when I click to products, oh yes, on line number 8, right? Because I'm writing here home, so it's gonna go into the home, right? But of course, I don't want to go to home. I want to go to products, right? So now let me try again. The first one is home. It's going to the home page. When I click to the products, right? You can see it changed the path to /product, and it's render for me product page components, right? Okay, so one more time, let me going through the first step. If you want to use the navigations in React, first step is to install the package. React router DOM, right? And you can check in the package.json. It's here on line number 11. So we are done the first step. The second step here is going to the index.js or index.tsx, depends on your applications, right? You need to provide the route for the whole applications, which is I am wrapping around right now on line number 12 to line number 14, right? And the next step here, define how many page or how many route you want in your applications. Right now, I want to, the first one is home and the second one is product, right? And take note here on line number 11, right? Anything, any component, any text you put outside of the route, that's gonna be stay in all of the applications. And I could say for you, normally we put the navbar outside of the route, so it's gonna stay forever here on the screen on the screen for you, right? Even I go to home or I go to products, right? That's gonna stay forever on the screen for you, right? And the next part, in the navbar, you need to provide the link. Where do you want to go when you click to the button, or when you click to the products? Okay, yes. So that is the basic example with React Router DOM. I hope you find it helpful, and I see you next time.